So I've been spreading the good word about cryptocurrency and the too good to be true money making opportunities. And these are some of the frequently asked questions that I've got. If it's all digital currency, how do you make your money? Well, first you have to use your fiat currency to exchange it for digital currency, and that can be done through e-wallets. And through an e-wallet service, you exchange your fiat currency for Bitcoin or Ethereum. These are the de facto standard coins that are used for trading and to buy other coins. You can think of Bitcoin and Ethereum like USD or the Euro. It's recognized all over the world. Now, how do you get your money back? Okay, very simple. Just use the e-wallet to get your digital currency to exchange it for cash, which you can then transfer it back to your bank. It's simple as that. There is a small fee that they charge you for that transfer though. The second question that I get is, how do you make money in cryptocurrency? Contrary to popular beliefs, trading is not the only way that you can make yourself some coins. It is the most popular though, because there's a lot of news going around talking about overnight millionaires. So it is the easiest way to make money, but not the only way, and also the most dangerous. So how do people make money in cryptocurrency trading? It's just like Forex, where you deal with currencies. Although in Forex market it's now pretty stable, it's now very safe, so you don't get the kind of volatility that you would find in cryptocurrency. Secondly, you can also mine for coins. You heard of Bitcoin miner, where they have machines running at home churning out coins. Well, all those were profitable before, but not anymore right now. In fact, you can run it from home. It used to be possible to do that, but you can try doing the same at home now, and after you count the utility costs and effort and time taken to mine for just a little bit of Bitcoin, it's not really worth anymore. Now, the companies that really make mining worthwhile are those huge ass companies with huge ass computers running 24/7, and they run it like a farming mine, professionally done with rows and stacks and stacks and stacks of specialized computer just for mining. Third, you can also lend your Bitcoin to sites who are doing margin trading. Now, this is also very dangerous because there's nothing to stop them from taking your Bitcoin and running away. There's a lot of scams out there, so just be careful. But for my friends who have actually made a profit doing Bitcoin lending services, they actually have reported a very steady revenue coming in from Bitcoin lending. Lastly, you can also take part in any of these companies that actually gives you coins for performing certain tasks, like Steem, for example. Steem.it.com is where I actually post some of my blog articles, and I get paid for people clicking up likes on my article. It's just like YouTube or a blog that you have, but when people click like, you get paid in coins. There's also gaming sites like Gilgam.es that actually gives you coins for participating in esports. Is cryptocurrency safe? What happens to my money when the bubble bursts? The impending bubble burst will affect traders more than anybody else. For the casual investor, you can park your money in a safe coin like, say, Bitcoin, Litecoin, even Ethereum and Monero, and just check back on it a few years later. And that's what really happened to all those overnight millionaires. They parked their money in Bitcoin many years ago when it's only worth like $25 or $700, and when they check back a few years later, wow, I'm a millionaire, right? So you can do that as well. So these coins that I just mentioned are pretty safe with a lot of sound backing. Now, the dangerous part where I'm talking about bursting bubble is where there are a lot of coins being put out to the market now, and not all of them are safe. Most of them are ridiculous. They have no concept. They're just coins made by somebody in their mother's basement. But there's this gold rush craze right now, and everyone's just jumping on board and say, shut up and take my money! So that's where trouble really starts to brew. People invest blindly just because someone else is good, because a concept is good, and then a product or a coin that is usually not worth a cent, right, is now worth millions overnight. It's not even developed yet. So what happens when the project is pulled off the plug? All your money is gone. So the early investors who got in first cashed out, and the late investors sees it as a Ponzi scheme, and everything starts to collapse. The bubble bursts, people go broke. It happened once in the 98 dot-com bubble. It happened once again in 2008 subprime mortgage bubble crisis, and now next year is 2018. See a trend right there? If it's that good, Eugene, why aren't more people in this? Very good question. That's because when something is too new or too good to be true, you only get geeks or the early movers who will dabble in it. The mainstream folks were too used to getting 0.4% from the banks, or even from financial institutions like insurance companies that give out 4 to 6% per annum, or a bit more savvy investors who get 9% per annum, which is considered good, or the very, very good traders who makes 20% per annum. When someone comes up to you and says cryptocurrency can give you easily 20 to 100% turnover in a week, now that sounds too good to be true, and it's money too easily earned. And most people are skeptical about it and go, can it really be done? Can it not be done? I'm not used to it. This sounds like bullshit. Now, the people who went in early has made their money and they are raving about it. Now people are starting to get on board. But it's still not mainstream yet. It's still not gone mania bubble bursting range yet. So you are still seeing now nice crescent up to the peak. So people are knowing about it, but it hasn't gone full mainstream. Now what you don't hear about it is people talking about how they lose money. Now, admittedly, the market right now is going very strong, so you can't really lose a lot of money if you just hold down. I know this for a fact because I've made 20% to 100% every week. Now I lost money as well, but overall my entire portfolio is still green and healthy. So if I can do it, I'm just an average Joe, it means you can do it too. Now, do you believe me, or does it still sound really too far-fetched? Well, remember the time of the internet or social media? It came out long time ago before the mass media picked it up. Where were you when you picked up social media, and where were you when you picked up internet? Right? It's the same for cryptocurrency right now as well. One of the other worries that I hear about pretty often is, I hear cryptocurrency as a Ponzi scheme. Wouldn't someone take my money and run away? Well, yes and no. Cryptocurrency is an entire market. It's not just run by one person who can take your money and run away overnight. You have all the various hundreds of coins. So some coins are really, really solid. You have a good community backing it up. The founders have a reputation to maintain. So they are not going to take your money and run away. They have a legit product to sell you. And if you believe in it, buy into their vision and be part of the community. However, there are also a lot of clowns out there developing new coins and that, I don't know, serve what kind of funky purposes. Some is just novelty coins, and those sound to me like a potential Ponzi scheme where you go in, they collect your money, you raise a few millions, and then you don't get the product, right? It happens on Kickstarter sometimes as well. Now, that's nothing to stop new guys from coming in and cashing in on people's greed. So, is cryptocurrency an entire Ponzi scheme? No. If you invest wisely, do your research, find out which coin you're investing, the founder's reputation, the coin's philosophy, you're going to be safe. Lastly, and this is probably the most important and pertinent one to most of you, is, okay, I believe in what you say, Eugene, I love what you're doing, but I don't know how to trade. Where do I start? Now, if you are not a trader, and most of us are not, there are various sites out there. I don't want to mention them because I'm not sponsored by any of them, but just Google them up. It's easy to find. They actually provide services for you where they trade for you on your behalf. You just invest money and they return you a certain percentage and they take a cut out of it. Well, it's pretty standard services that they provide. Now, the other way that you could actually get in on the action, because such big companies really take a huge chunk out of your pie. So to get into the community, what I would suggest is go on forums, go on chat groups, get to know people, meet acquaintances, build bonds, and then get into private groups where people pool their money together, put their resource together, their talents and everything, and start to trade as a team, as a collective. Now that's very strong because you're going to get some groups who someone in the group who's good at reading charts, someone who's good at reading the background, someone who's going to go out there and look at new coins. So you can't do this alone. You've got to do this as a collective of people and then put in your money and make that money together. Now that's what I've been doing. I've been growing my portfolio. I've been diversifying, doing mining contracts. I'm even thinking of building my own rig. I've got my money stashed into safe coins, into dangerous coins. So overall, every month my portfolio looks pretty healthy. So if you're interested to find out more, or if you can't find any friends out there who want to trade with you, well, drop me a message. I'm always happy to help. We can exchange ideas, or if I like you enough and you like me enough, we might even want to join my group and then be part of my collective. Well, my name is Eugene Tay, and this is the Alpha Mind, signing out. If you like what you have heard, please subscribe to my channel, like and share this post with all your friends. Don't leave anyone behind.